us from Shady Spring High School, head coach Ronnie Olson, players Kai Olson, Jalen Bailey, Chuck Williams. Coach, appreciate the time. Just some thoughts and get some questions.
First of all, I want to say, it was a hard-fought game between two good teams. Nitro wanted it. I don't think anybody wanted more than anybody else. And they played hard. They fought. They came in wanting to win a game, and they had a good game plan, and the players wanted it. So it was a good, hard-fought game, and I want to start out with that, and they did a good job. But there's no one else I'd rather be up here with than these three guys right here. My son, my two seniors, Jack and Jalen. I love like sons. It's different when you're up here with your son. It's two friends that you've been around since they were little. This is not the way that we wanted to be up here at the end, but I'm up here nevertheless. And our guys played so damn hard. I mean, they played hard. They went after it. We had some chances in the second quarter. We had some chances in the third quarter. To come within one possession, and they just kept going. Nitro was a tough team. We knew it. We knew they returned everybody. But I'm proud of my guys and for what they've accomplished. You can't win every game. Our expectation is to win every game and win every championship. That's how we breed our program. They don't come in every game not thinking they're going to win every game. We thought we were going to win this game. But I'm proud of my guys, and I'm happy I'm here with them. And the men they've grown into, I've seen them since they were little. Sleeping at my house, my son's staying with them, and now we get to end this journey together, a day earlier than we wanted to, but I'm proud of them. I would be upset if we didn't get max effort, max everything. I'm happy to be here with these three, and I love the men they've become. Jackie, I don't want to make any excuses, but Jackie, my son was diagnosed with compartment syndrome early in the year. We played through a lot of stuff. He's been on limited minutes. He can't move like he can. Jackie sprained his knee the last day of practice. I went to see doctor. He really shouldn't have been playing. He wrapped it up. He braced it. You can tell he wasn't moving the way he should have. And he sprained his ankle. They gutted it out for me. Jalen was on every loose ball, guarding everybody in line. And I love these guys, and they've given me their bodies, their souls, their minds, and I love them. And I'm underclassmen as well. I just want to say that.
Ronnie, obviously a slow start for you guys, but it happens a lot in your games, usually on the other side because of the defense you play. But it's hard to climb out of a hole like you got into early, and you did twice. But do you feel like you spend a lot of energy just trying to get in the game, back in the game because of that slow start?
Yeah, first quarter got us. We got down, I think, 13, if I'm not mistaken. Battled back to have the ball and to tie it numerous times, or cut it to 2, and we weren't able to do that. We expended a ton of energy, more than we wanted to, and we expended pressure, but maybe could have done things a little differently. They went big and early, and that we had some turnovers, and characteristic of us. But getting down 13 in a state semifinal game is a recipe to lose. But I felt like the game was for the taking. It was 3 minutes left in the third, and there we were, a one-possession game, and I felt like it was just a battle back and forth between two good teams. They're a really good team. They're bigs. They can shoot. They got guards. They've been in the state semifinal game last year. They're really hungry. So were mine. It just happened to be a good game, and we are on the other end of it.
They got 10 points off the turnovers in the first quarter. Did you feel like they got pretty confident off of that? Because you won that battle, but sequencing matters so much down here, and it felt like it kind of got them off to a hot start.
Yeah, because I felt like we would have the advantage to start the game, and we did. They took hold of the game early. They jumped us a couple times. We gave the ball up, which led them to easy buckets, and that kind of set the tone for the game. But then, like I said, we had the game right for the taking. I had a couple turnovers in transition. We could have taken advantage, but like I said, you can't get down 15-3 first quarter and expect to come back. But we did twice. I mean, that shows the heart and resiliency of this team. Still one possession game, so that the first quarter was almost irrelevant, but we just kept expending more and more energy. But like I said, two good teams. One had to lose, and unfortunately it was us.
Defensively, what were they doing to try to take away what you guys were wanting to do offensively?
I mean, at the beginning, they kind of jumped some of our screens that we weren't ready for a couple times. But other than that, I mean, we had some point-blank layups missed. I felt like we got what we wanted. I thought we rebounded. I don't know the rebound discrepancy, but 33-22. I mean, I'd like to see it before that. I don't know. But I thought we rebounded well with them. I thought when the game was tight, we kept them off the glass. I think probably a lot of those rebounds came late when the game was maybe within. We were taking some tough shots that we were reaching because we were down so much. But I thought we battled on the glass, and that's what I thought the key was to winning. I just didn't know we were going to get down 15-3. But that was the difference. But man, I can't. I'm just going to keep saying it. Those guys battled and gave me 110%. I mean, I know it's hard. Tomorrow when they wake up, what they've accomplished, 4 years in the state champion, state championship game, and it's their, last Friday of the year. So I'm proud. I'm happy. It's just like I say that I don't get to be around these guys on the basketball floor anymore.
When Jack went down, obviously you made it to one possession games, and then so you got to it at one lead. Just how much when he went down and came out, how much was that kind of taking that energy together?
I mean, Jackie is even though he wasn't 100% with his knee tonight, you could tell the way he was moving. He's our floor general. He gives us, when they see them out on the floor, it just gives us a lot of energy. I know the guys. We talked about going after them. They played hard, but when when your leaders goes out, it's hard to keep going. So that affected us a little bit, but we still got what we wanted. And it was tough. It was an uphill climb from there. We knew it was going to be. So that was a tough one to swallow.
You guys held them scoreless for, I think, almost 5 minutes there in the third quarter. Just a struggle to kind of get the offense going. What would you see at that point? Because usually, if I told you you're in the state semifinal game, you're going to hold them, you think that with the way the program's gone, that'd probably be your turning point. But just kind of a struggle to get much going on offense.
They're big, they're long, they cause issues for you. But I told those guys numerous times when we got down, I really felt like they were going to give us opportunities to get back in the game because I felt like we just kept getting stop after stop after stop, but we just couldn't take advantage of it on the offensive end. So, whether it would be a missed shot or a big sequence when we had a couple transitions and we turned the ball over there, or we could have cut into the lead or even took the lead there because we kept getting stops, and I was expending a lot of energy right there. So. For us to hold that many points, I still was like, guys, we're still in this, but we just couldn't get it going on offense. And I don't know if it was because we were tired of the defense or what, but they got stop after stop, and they let us back in the game like we knew they would, and we just didn't take advantage on the offensive end.
You talked about the personal connection that you have with these three seniors, but what have they meant to this program?
Everything, all of them. You can't bring them. A lot of guys in there that have won state championships, have been down here since they were freshmen and played on Saturday. Every one of them has a state championship ring. Every one of them won a state championship last year, and they didn't come in this year wanting to not win a state championship. They just ran into a good team. We had some injuries and some tough things not go our way, and for us to be in this spot with the injuries we've had and the things we battled this year internally in our program is an attribute to those guys. Because I'm not satisfied, but where we're at with what we've been through and what we have, I'm very proud of, and I'm very happy. And obviously, I'm disappointed we didn't win the game, but to be here with my son, who I love more than anything, it's been hard being a coach's son. I know that. I stay on him at home. I stay on him on the floor. Jalen, it's like a son to me. I love him to death. Jackie, I love him to death. But those are my guys. They've been playing this program. There's not many people that can walk through here, maybe Morgantown, and say that they've done what they've done in 4 years. And it's not just coming in here to stay on a Tuesday night playing Charleston. They've done a heck of a lot in the whole state as far as cementing their legacy on our program for sure.
What do you take away from a season like this? Because it's easy to feel like with the success you've had over the last 4 years, to kind of change things, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to. So what do you take away from this year?
Finality, and as far as finality for your seniors, and I take away, how impressive these guys were with the freshmen that came in and had to play big minutes. At one point, we played 2 freshmen on the floor for a bunch of time. They came in, did a good job. I don't want to lower my expectations, but I'm very happy with what we've dealt with, and we're undersized. We give everything, and for them to be in this position is impressive in itself. Like I said, with injuries and things we've dealt with, but you're dealt dealt the hand that God gives you, and they've done a good job of that. I mean, I can look at my guys in the face and know that I gave them everything. I know that they can look me in the face and they can give me everything. There's no turning away when we see each other, and that's all you want. I can look them in the eyes in the hallway when I see them every day. I can look them when we get together in golf, and look them that I've given them everything and they gave me everything, and that's all you ask for. And they're great young men. I know I'm gonna have a relationship with them forever, so that's awesome.
What was that moment like?
It hurt. It hurt. It hurt because you've done it. You've been together so long, and since they were little, and you know it's coming, but you don't know how that roller coaster of emotion is going to hit you when Jackie and Jalen, and you just embrace them and hug them, and it's hard. It's hard. But to be where we're at right here, besides playing tomorrow, I couldn't ask for anything else, a better ending than the way we have done it. And they're going to be sore because they've given me everything. I was as happy I was able to embrace them out here, because where they started this thing and then they ended it. So I'm happy. I'm happy for those guys. I know it sucks. Everything isn't perfect in life. How you come back from it, bounce back, because they're all going to college. They're all going to get jobs. They're super smart. They're subpar golfers. Except Jackie. Jackie's going to play golf in college, but I love them. Those are my guys right there. Those are my sons. I love them.
It's probably too soon to, we haven't really been able to process it yet with the players. What do you take away from your time at Shady? Start with you, Jack.
It's just been special. I mean, to come in here and, like Coach said, play 3 games at the state tournament every year. I mean, can't ask for much more, and just gotta hope you left some kind of impact on the younger guys. Just showed them how to win, and showed them how to be a better man and be a better young man. So that's all.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an amazing 4 years. Really couldn't ask for anything better. Came out with a state championship, only second school history is amazing. But the relationships and the friendships that I've built, people in my community, teammates, that I know they're gonna last. And that's the most important thing to me.
The main thing I take away is the up and down life. I've had a lot of downs this year. And I know God's got a plan. And this is one of them. And I just kept telling the guys smile. And we're down 10, 20, and I knew it was over, smile. I told them I love y'all, because it's what we built. We're friends, we're brothers. It's what we built through it all. Smile when it's downs, and be happy when it's ups. Cherish every moment, up and downs.
Any further questions?